Hi dear traders, I'm Maria Starodup and this is the review of crypto analytics from FxCo. It's the 23rd of December, today Friday, and in our today's review, Bitcoin is in the top 10 assets by investor interest. Bill Miller still believes in the long-term investment power of the coin, and the coin itself is moving towards a retest of the support area. Let's start. We will start with an article by Ekaterina Kiseleva. And here, Ekaterina provides some interesting statistics from a company Yahoo Finance according to an internal metric that Yahoo Finance uses to measure investor interest across markets, Bitcoin has seen intense investor scrutiny even as price tumbled at lows last seen in 2022. And a report showed that Bitcoin is in the top 10 most popular tickers on the platform. It takes 8th place in this list. Among other companies are Tesla. Tesla shares on the first place. Apple is in the 5th place. And what's interesting, Ethereum is only in the 25th place in this list. Such is interesting statistics. And then Ekaterina provides one more opinion of famous investor Bill Miller, who is surprised by Bitcoin's performance despite imperfect cryptocurrency market. And in his recent interview, he revealed that he expects Bitcoin to drop further after the FTX debacle. However, he is quite surprised that Bitcoin isn't half of its current price given the FTX explosion and is still hanging around $70,000 price. And this is pretty remarkable in his opinion. Moreover, Bill Miller is among those who compares Bitcoin to gold, naming it digital gold. And he really believes in the long-term investment power of the coin. But he also said that you should have at least 1% of your net worth into Bitcoin. Anybody can afford to lose 1%, he said in his interview. Well, and now let's move on to fundamental background and technical picture of Bitcoin and the next article by Artem Petrenko. So the fundamental background is still tense, especially because of miners. Thus, we have already talked about the bankruptcy of one of the largest US mining firms, Core Scientific, and now another industry giant, Greenwich Generation, reached a consensus with its creditor on a $76 million debt restructuring. So gradually, more and more news about the deplorable state of the mining industry appears in the information space, which negatively, of course, affects the prospects of the upward movement of Bitcoin. However, despite this, all sold volumes of Bitcoin are gradually passing into the hands of long-term investors, which brings the bullish trend closer. As of December 22nd, yesterday, the volume of Bitcoin coins on exchanges fell to 2.2 million and updated a 5-year low. At the same time, the correlation between cryptocurrencies and stock indices continues to strengthen, and in the near term, this may positively affect cryptocurrency quotes. If we look at the S&P 500 chart, the index shows local signals for recovery movement due to the activation of buyers, and the main technical metrics of the instrument show growing buying activity and protection of the key support zone. And here Tom says that given the correlation between Bitcoin and the S&P, it's likely that the cryptocurrency will follow the lead of the stock index. However, if we look at the chart of Bitcoin, it does not signal a potential upward movement. On the one-day chart, the main technical metrics indicate a continuation of the consolidation movement. The RSI index and the stochastic continue to move flat without a hint of bullish formations. And on the 4-hour chart, the situation looks even sadder due to the activation of sellers. The stochastic oscillator has formed a bearish crossover and is moving towards the oversold zone. The RSI is moving flat, but given the nature of the movement of other indicators, it will also begin to decline. So, as of yesterday, the time of writing, Bitcoin is acquiring an intraday downward trend with the main target of 16,000, 16,400. At the same time, sales volumes are not enough for a long-term pressure on the price, and later the bulls can restore parity due to the opening of US markets. We will see it very soon on the chart for the moment. So, as a result, Artem says that Bitcoin is moving towards a retest of 16,400 support area. However, the current bearish volumes do not give any reason to believe that the target will be reached. As signals for further decline, the price should break through the level also of 16,800 and 16,650. However, don't forget the correlation with stock indices, which can contribute to the reversal of the asset's price. Although for buyers, the task looks even more unrealistic to gain a foothold above 17,000. In this case, the bearish area with 16,000, 16,400 retest disappears, and an upward spurt to 17,400 takes place. Such two possible scenarios. So let's have a look at the chart for the moment. It's 23rd of December today, and yes, so this is exactly what Artem wrote, that yesterday in the middle of the day, Bitcoin went lower from points 16,800 to 16,600 or even a bit lower, and then it went back up and reached again 16,800 something. It opened today at the point 16,796, and now at the moment of the publication it is trading at 16,833. Well, the situation is still unclear. I think it is still hasn't retested the support area, but neither did it came to the area of 17,000. It's somewhere in the middle still. Well, this is all for today. Weekend is ahead. I wish you a fantastic weekend and profitable trading as usual. We'll see each other on Monday in our next review. Goodbye.